Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am making my homemade beef pot pies, and I've got some small ones here. I like to do the small ones. I get these from Dollar Tree, and 3 come to a package, and they also have lids that come with them. After you get through making your stuff, if you have to freeze it or if you're meal prepping, these are really awesome to put on top here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And so for this right now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to um, cut out some little pieces of pie crust for these. And I just go and I buy the Pillsbury. It's got 2 of them in there for 9.5 inch pie crust. And these are probably, I'm thinking about 5 or 6 inches maybe across. So I'm hoping to get at least 3 of them to make 3 of these. If not, we're just doing 2. So if we can get it out of the package here. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. I am going to be coming out this year with something new I'm going to try. It's going to be called Tip of the Day, and I'm going to be giving out tips once a day for everybody on cooking tips, how to do stuff, how to make little short things, how to substitute something for something else if you haven't got it for cooking. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to be a good year, and I'm going to try and come out with a lot more recipes also. So okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn these upside down. I'm going to cut out one, and we'll go all the way to the end here. And we're just going to trace it around here. There we go. Let me just take this off here. That'll be one. We can stick down in there. Usually it comes up right about to the sides, so it's deep enough. There you go. So I'm going to try and do a couple more here and see what we get. And of course, I'm going to try, since we've got 2 of them, not quite sure if we can do this or not, but we're going to try. There's still quite a bit of dough left here. So I'm going to use this one here for this top that I just cut out. And use this one for another one. It looks like we're only going to get 2 out of these here. I just usually do the Pillsbury pie crust because it's already made. It's easy. It's fast. So, and I think the most time you're going to spend with this recipe is probably dicing up your potatoes. So alrighty. Alright, put these in here for our pie crust. Now you can make this with chicken, pork, hamburger, just whatever you have. Usually when I do the chicken, I'll usually cook up a couple of chicken breasts and shred them all up. But with this recipe here, I took and cooked up a roast the other night. It was probably about a 3-pound roast, and I've got about a pound left of roast. So what I did is just chopped it all up. So we're gonna put this in our baking pan. Get you a pretty good size pot. Put all this stuff in. So we're gonna put our hamburger in first. Well, not hamburger. This is roast. Usually I cook a lot with hamburger, but we're doing roast today. So. And then I've got about 3 medium potatoes that I chopped up into just little chunks. So we're going to pour that in. And then also I have a bag of 12 ounces of mixed vegetables. I'm going to pour that in. Now you can chop your own carrots, and you know, if you have fresh vegetables, go ahead and use them. They'll probably taste a lot better than out of the bag, but I like doing the frozen because they're pretty much the best that you can get. I believe they pick them and put them straight in the bag. So, and then also to this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water. And then also to this, I have about 1.5 cups here of my beef bouillon off my roast. And is what I do is I take and I will put them in a jar like this, my juices off my roast, and just stick it straight into the freezer. Put a lid on it and freeze it for when you need it for something like this, instead of just putting in like beef bouillon or, you know, whatever. So, and I took this. This has been sitting in my freezer a couple of days. I did defrost it a little bit, but still kind of frozen. But this is really, really good for other stuff that you're going to be cooking. Okay, so we are going to turn this on here. We're going to heat it up a little bit, and also to this I'm going to add a can of green beans. Seems like there's never really a lot of green beans into the mixed vegetables, so I like to go ahead and add an extra can of green beans. So we're just going to mix this up really good here. We're going to let it come to a boil. And it looks like I'm going to need at least another 1.5 cups of water in here. Okay, so that's going to be 3 cups of water plus 1.5 cups of, you can either use beef gravy mix or mushroom gravy mix to get that beef flavor. If you just have, say, hamburger, or you can also add beef bouillon, or if you're doing chicken, you can do chicken bouillon. So we're going to mix this up really good, and we are going to let this come to a boil. Probably be about 15 minutes or so, and then I will be back and I will show you guys all how to put it together. Hello everyone, and we are back. Now our beef stew type pot pie stuff has been boiling for about 15 minutes, and I did turn it down a little bit. So our filling for our beef pot pie, we are going to add, I've got 1/2 cup of water here, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to this to thicken it up. And if you don't have any cornstarch, if you have maybe some mushroom gravy mix or some beef gravy mix, something in it that has cornstarch in it, you can also use this to thicken it up. So we're just going to stir this up a little bit here. And this is going to make kind of like a gravy. So this will thicken it up a little bit. I don't want it really real runny. We don't want a runny type base to it. We want it more like a gravy. So, and then also you're going to want to put your oven on 350 and start, and you're going to want to bake this for at least an hour so your potatoes get done. Okay, so now is what we're going to do after we put our cornstarch in it. I'm going to shut it off here. And as this cooks, it's going to get thick. And it's going to be good. Okay, so I'm just going to fill our little pans here. Now you can do a bigger pie if you want, instead of just these little teeny ones. But I really like these smaller ones because you can, you know, it's more like for one person. So here's that one. You go ahead and put as much juice as you want to in it. Yum. This is going to turn out really, really good. And then I took a couple of pieces and I kind of molded them together here. So we're going to put this on the top, but before we do that, I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in this because I did not salt and pepper it. So, put a little bit of pepper. This is going to turn out really, really good. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the lid on here, the tops. And I'm just going to push it down in a little bit here. Make sure it gets nice and covered, everything. And, oh, we're going to do the same to this one. Put the lid on it. Kind of crimp down the sides a little bit. There we go. And then I'm also going to put a couple of slices in here just to let the steam escape, so we don't get a big ooey gooey mess. And then we're going to put these in the oven, 350 for an hour. We're going to come back and pull them out, and I'm going to show you what they look like. Hello everybody, and I am back. Now these have been sitting in the oven for an hour, and actually they did come out just a little bit burnt on this one side. I believe you should probably 45 minutes on 350 for 45 minutes. I did leave these in for just a few minutes too long, but they turned out good. I'm sure they're going to be great. I'll let you know what my husband thinks about them. And this is the end of my video, and if you haven't subscribed to me, please do, and hit that thumbs up button for me and ring that bell. You all have a wonderful day.